Have you ever wanted to start over fresh? Well, that's what I did here. This is my crafting and my prayer room. Life be lifin', and I wanted to take control of it again. I honestly didn't know where to start, so I started putting things on, taking things out of the room, bringing things back in the room, and not having a real sense of direction. I also had many snack breaks and water breaks, so you can't judge me because I did drink water this whole time. At this point, I started to get a rhythm, and I was also running out of steam, so I decided I needed to end it for the night. Which leads me to day number 2. My vision is to have a curtain backdrop on this wall, and in order to do that, I had to do some measuring, but I needed to do more cleaning first. So let's get back into it. I am repurposing things that are already in the room, such as this entertainment center that was used for VHS tapes, and now making storage for my sewing machines. I know what you're thinking. Did she just say VHS tapes? Yes. I have used VHS tapes. I still know what they are. I have a machine somewhere in the house, but now it's time for them to go. Other than the obvious difficulty of cleaning and organizing, the hardest part for me in this whole process is figuring out how to make this room functional. I decided to put the sewing machines on top of the center as well as their cords directly underneath of them. I have to see what all that I have, what crafts and projects I actually want to work on, and how to make it easy to access them. I got inspiration to work on this room by the fact that I just wanted my space to really feel like mine. This means getting rid of old furniture, devices, and appliances that I don't use, and incorporating things that make me truly happy.
That means there's going to be a fair amount of pink, so get ready for that. This section I like to call the sitting down and watching the Justice League animated series, making some last little adjustments, and now we're going on to day number 3. I know some of you might think, well, why is it taking so many days? I chose that way so I wouldn't feel overwhelmed. I'd have something to look forward to every day, and I can get a little bit done every day, but making a big effort. The goal for this day was to put up my backdrop. I got these curtains from a local store as well as all the hanging materials, and since I didn't have a drill, I had to be creative. And I set up my table underneath just to see how it might look. Day number 4 is in effect. I went back to the same store to get some access panels, or accent panels, for the curtains to try to just mix up the color palette. At first, I planned on putting them in the middle, but as I stood up there, I decided to put them on the ends instead. Now I wanted to start on the curtains. I got actual curtains for the actual windows as well. I'm Queen Delulu and thought about actually hemming these curtains to the windows. I didn't watch a single tutorial, so you'll get to see that in another video on my process. Now we're on day 4, 5.5, I guess. Here's a sneak glimpse into how I hem the curtains and how I put them up. Yes, they're crooked. I know this. And yes, it still brings me joy. We're going to call this day 5. So this is picture hanging day. I promised myself I would not hang a single picture until I finished my curtains, which I did. I bought command strips in order to hang up my pictures. However, with this one, there was a big gap between the back of the frame and the wall, so I got some popsicle sticks and super glued them to the back in order to make do with the space. The rest of my pictures weren't any problem whatsoever. I got my, what do you call that thing? The level, there you go. Put my level there to make sure that it was, in fact, level. Now for the moment of truth. I let it sit for a couple hours before I tried putting it up, and it worked, so I had to do a little happy dance. Many of the pieces that I got were actually at thrift stores. I was really excited about this portion. I am going to be putting up some of the artwork that I completed on this wall. As I hung them up, I began reminiscing about each one and why I chose to paint them and put them together. With this last touch, I am finally ready to reveal my crafting prayer room to you. Are you ready? This space exceeded all of my expectations, and I still have even more that I want to do here. And now that it's organized, the sky's the limit. Actually, the limit does not exist. Thanks for watching.